In this demonstration we're going to have a look at how we enable a virtual machine for replication. So the first thing we have to do is enable our Hyper-V host for replication. I've already done host 2, so what we'll do here now is we'll just do host 1. So if I click on LON host 1, just come down to my Hyper-V settings, and what I'm going to do is click on replication configuration. I'm going to enable this computer as a replica server. We're going to use Kerberos HTTP. As I'm saying here, data will be unencrypted, but I could encrypt it if I wanted to. But this is just lab environment, so I'll just go for non-secure. Then what we'll do at this point here is our authorization and storage. I will allow replication from any authenticated server, but if we scroll this down you can see that we can specify individual servers. So all I'm going to do here is just specify the location, as shares, and then replicated. Right, now we've done all that, we'll just click the OK button. It's going to say that I need to open up some firewall ports, so I'll click OK here and we'll just launch up the advanced firewall configuration. Then within the Windows advanced firewall configuration here, we'll just go for our inbound rules. Scroll this down, and what we're looking for here is we're just looking for the Hyper-V replica HTTP listener. So we'll enable this rule here. Let's close this down, don't need this anymore. So we'll get rid of that. So that's now both of the hosts have been configured. So just to show you, LON host 2, we'll just have a look at the Hyper-V settings, and what we can see here, if we come down, already configured this server. Right, the next thing we need to do now is actually set up one of our virtual machines to be replicated. So if we just look at LON test 1, we'll just edit the settings of LON test 1. If we have a look down here under network adapter, we've only got hardware acceleration and advanced features, and if we scroll down management we don't have anything pointing to replication. So we'll click OK at this point here. Just close all of that off. The next thing we're going to do now is we are going to set this up for replication. Quite simple. Right click on the virtual machine. Then what we're going to do here is we're going to name a replication. This brings us into a wizard, so we'll just select next. Specify our replica server. So what we'll do here is we'll stick on LON host 2. Select our next button. Specify our connection parameters. So yep, that is the host. That is the port number. Yep, we're using Kerberos. Yep, we're compressing the data. Select next. Choose the replication VHD. So yeah, these are the VHDs that we're going to replicate from that virtual machine. Then what we'll do here is we'll replicate, we'll say every 30 seconds. Configure additional recovery points. So what we can do here is we can recover two certain points within inside the virtual machine. We'll actually say create these recovery points every 10 hours. Volume shadow copy service, snapshot frequency. Not going to bother with that, but that would ensure that any VSS aware applications do remain consistent. So we'll select next. Choose the initial replication method. We will send the initial copy over the network. We could set it to external media. We could use an existing virtual machine for the initial copy, and we will start it immediately. But probably what I'll be doing is I'll probably be doing this out of hours. So we'll select our next button again, read through the summary, and select finish. So, as we can see, initial replication is occurring. If we just look at the virtual machine itself, we can see that the replication is being sent. So what we'll do here is we'll just pause this temporarily, just while we're waiting for the replication to occur. Our virtual machine is now replicated. Let's just have a look at LON host 2, and if we have a look here, yep, there we go. LON test 1, LON host 1. What we've also got as well, pull us back, LON test 1. You can see it's in a powered off state. We can see it has replicated. Right, so if we just look at the virtual machine on LON host 1, if we right click on this virtual machine now, we've got a replication tab, so we can do a planned failover, we can pause replication, view the replication health. Let's have a look. Yep, everything's good, everything's normal. No problem at all. The average latency's fairly low. Successful replication cycles, done 3 out of 3. They've all been successful. Size of data yet to be replicated, massive 4K. So everything's working really well. Can reset my statistics, save it off, refresh it. What we've also got as well, if I just right click on the virtual machine now and have a look at the settings, what we've got, if we just have a look at network adapter, if we have a look now, we've got failover TCP/IP, so we can specify failover address. So, and if we scroll down a little bit further, under management here, we've got our little replication set of management as well. So we can have a look at things like recovery points, we can have a look at the replication IHDs, and we've got our synchronization as well. So all good, all happy. all synchronized. And that's the end of this demonstration. Thanks very much.